There is a particular kind of suffering that doesn't have a name yet. It is the suffering of the day after the diagnosis, after the funeral, after the conversation that changed everything, after the door closed. The crisis has happened, and the resolution has not yet come, and you are living in the space between them where everything feels suspended and uncertain and very, very quiet. You don't know how long this season lasts. You don't know what comes next. You only know that yesterday was devastating, and tomorrow has not arrived yet. And today you are asked to keep breathing in the middle of a story whose ending you cannot see. Holy Saturday is that day in the Christian story. The disciples knew that Jesus was dead. They had watched it happen. They had helped take the body down. They had seen the stone rolled into place. And they did not know about Sunday. From inside Holy Saturday, there was no Easter to look forward to, no promise of resurrection that had already been proven true. There was only the grief of Friday and the silence of Saturday and the question that must have been in every room they sat in. Now what? What do you do when the one who held everything together is gone and the world has not ended, but it feels like it should have? Peter writes his first letter to people who are living their own version of Holy Saturday, scattered, persecuted, displaced, holding on to a faith that the world around them is actively trying to extinguish. And he opens that letter with one of the most remarkable declarations in the New Testament. Blessed be the God and Father of our Lord Jesus Christ, who according to his great mercy has caused us to be born again to a living hope through the resurrection of Jesus Christ from the dead. A living hope. Not a finished hope, not a memory of hope, not a hope that exists only in better circumstances. A living hope, active, present, breathing, sustaining, real even in the silence of Saturday. The word living here is important because hope can die. You have probably felt that. The hope that was bright in January that dimmed by March. The hope you had for a relationship or a job or a health outcome that eventually went quiet. Peter is distinguishing this hope from all of those. This hope is living because its source is the resurrection, the historical, bodily, undeniable fact that death did not get the final word. If Jesus came back from the dead, then nothing else is beyond repair. If the stone rolled away on Sunday, then the stones in your story are not permanent either. The living hope is not a feeling you manufacture. It is a reality you anchor to, even when the feeling is absent. Holy Saturday teaches something that the church often rushes past. Waiting is not wasted. The disciples in that room on Saturday were not failing by not understanding yet. They were being held in a grief that was real and a silence that was holy, and God was at work in ways that none of them could see from where they were sitting. The same is true of your Saturday, whatever form it takes. The season between the loss and the resolution is not empty. It is the season where faith is being formed in a way that only the in-between can produce. A faith that has been tested by silence and is held. A hope that has been pressed and has not collapsed. Here is what Holy Saturday asks of you. Stay. Don't rush past the grief toward a resolution you're not ready for. Don't pretend the stone isn't there. But also, anchor yourself to the living hope. Not by feeling it, but by declaring it. Speak it out loud even when your voice shakes. The resurrection is real, and if that is true, then this is not the end. Find one person to wait with you today. Grief is not meant to be carried alone, and Holy Saturday is not a solo exercise. And let the silence be honest rather than filled. Sometimes the most faithful thing you can do in the in-between is simply refuse to give up. The grace of Holy Saturday is that God is present even when he feels absent. The disciples did not know that Sunday was coming, but Sunday was coming anyway. The resurrection was already in motion before anyone could see it. And whatever Saturday you are living through today, the living hope is already at work in it, whether you can feel it or not. You are not waiting for God to show up. He is already there, in the silence, in the grief, in the not yet. Hold on through the Saturday. Sunday is already coming.